My purpose and my why is to represent change. And what I mean by that is, everybody that grew up in the same neighborhood as me, my mother holds up a photo to me every now and then when I go to her house, and she shows me that the heads are circled on every single one of those people that were in my elementary class, and all of them are either dead in federal prison or doing some sort of parole or probation, except for myself. So my head's the only one that's not circled. All I knew is, as long as I work hard, something's got to pan out. So it took over 15 years for me to get to the level to where I'm at right now, and I still have a lot left to go. I want to buy the Chief.
About to go inspire some younger kids, recipients of the Kansas Hispanic Education Development Fund. Stay tuned.
It's going to take me a lot to get to where I want to get. But at the end of the day, I think it's not about the position, the stature, or where you end up at. I think at the end of the day, if I can leave a legacy and I can leave people knowing that every single day that I woke up, I lived the way that I wanted to live, and I did the things that I wanted to do, and I'm able to show my children an example of somebody that actually came from nothing and was able to make at least something, not necessarily financial, but ultimately purpose in this world. I think we all have that one little thing that we're supposed to showcase, one little thing that we're supposed to do to connect all the dots that need to be connected. Mine's probably just to spark the brain. So I do things like this anytime Gene and Yolanda ask me to, because I'm hoping that at least one of you guys' brains gets sparked. I know not everybody is going to get into it, but at least there's one brain that potentially will walk out of here and eventually tell the next person, that's a younger generation, the same type of stuff, right? It's about purpose. It's about why. Once you figure that out, then you won't be in a position where you're working for a major Fortune 500 company making tons and tons of money but still hate your life. You won't be working in a location where you feel like you had to work there because you have to sacrifice your stuff so that your kids can have something better. You'll know that it's a purpose and you'll know that it's a why. That's the number one thing you have to figure out, regardless of where you go. Whether it's Yale, Harvard, Stanford, KU, K-State, wherever it's at. Once you figure out that purpose in life, you can wake up knowing that you're blessed. And so every day I wake up and say that I'm blessed. Every day I wake up and people are like, you're so exciting, you're so this, you're so that. I choose to be that way. I choose to. I could be going through 100 million things that are extremely horrible, but I choose to be happy throughout every single one of those moments. And I'm completely humble, I'm completely open, I'm completely transparent, and I'm completely authentic. And I ask the real questions. I don't ask, how can I get all this money like you, right? How can I get all these things like you? I ask the real deal questions, like what do you do when it's time for you to actually make a decision to fire half your staff? What do you do when it's time for me to realize that I've burned through $80,000 and potentially my business could be nothing next week? Everything you do in life, no matter what it is a learning experience if you take it that way. It doesn't matter, good or bad. I went through some of the most horrible stuff in my life before I even turned 15 years old. And I utilized all of that as experience. I utilized all of that as a learning tool for me to continue to move forward. Really well. And so we get CEOs of big corporations that call us and start asking us, what is it that you're doing to brand yourself in the manner that you brand yourself? And we kind of just stumbled over it. It wasn't like I started Clutch to be a social media company. Clutch is a company that builds mobile applications and software, and we solve problems and make manufacturing processes more efficient with software and technology. So that's what we normally do. But we also brand ourselves really well so the community that we're surrounded by understands that we're out here. Not only the community around us, but we want to go global. So we're not just focused on doing business in Wichita, we want to do business all around the world. And the best tools that you can utilize, obviously, is the interwebs, right? You got all kinds of tools that you can utilize to kind of go through and reach and hopefully get reactions and engagement from millions and millions of people.
just gonna go ahead and work on that today because I want that done.
It's all out of here. Just easy. Same style. Same style. And this one's got RSS feeds. It's got the
That was cool. That was different.
Adventures with Lowe's. It's always cool, bro. You should get a plug for Espresso to Go-Go.